Good Wednesday afternoon to you. Thanks for joining us for What's Up Wednesdays with Renee Weaver-Wright here at My Virtual Academy. We've had an icy day today, so I hope all of you, especially those of you who might have had the day off from traditional school, are home and safe and not on the icy roads today. And it sounds like we've got snow coming this weekend, so I guess we're going to get winter after all. So I am a big fan of wooden signs. And you know, a lot of stores you go into, you see these wooden signs, and gosh, I can't walk out of those stores without buying one. But this one I particularly like, and it says, "May you be proud of the work you do, the person you are, and the difference you make." And I'd like to introduce you today to one of our people on our team here at My Virtual Academy, who is a person that I know is very proud of the work she does, the person that she is, and the difference that she's making with our students every day. And that's Dani Yanssens. Dani, you've been with us for about 9 years, and your official title is the
Program Developer for Continuous Improvement.
So you're constantly looking at ways that we can improve.
Absolutely.
And one of those ways is you're very involved in our accreditation.
Yep, accreditation, school improvement plans for the state. Making sure we're always looking at all of our data to see where the gaps are and what we need to work on, and making sure that our school improvement plan and our program evaluation mimics all of those things that we're trying to improve on for our school.
So I was thinking the other day, it was 2 years ago in January that we were all sweating bullets, getting ready to go through the accreditation process. Can you tell us a little bit about what that accreditation process is like?
So you get accredited by the North Central, it's not called North Central, Advanced Ed organization, and they just come through and they look at all the different aspects of your company, and honestly you get worried that you have to be perfect, but that's not the case. You're trying, you just explain to them everything you're doing, all the different programs you have in place, and then while they're here, they look at all of those things and they say, wow, you're doing great here and there, and then these are the few things you could improve on, and then in each category you just kind of look at everything and see where you can improve them, and then you take that information and you use that for your school improvement plan for the next year and the following years.
So that's something we do very much like a traditional school, because traditional schools go through that same
They go through the exact
process.
Same thing. Yeah.
And it's really like the Good Housekeeping seal of approval, isn't it? That if you're accredited.
It just keeps you, it makes you look at your program to see, it makes you evaluate every aspect of the program so you can see exactly where your strengths and weaknesses are, which is something we do on a continuous basis.
Right,
so
right.
It's a good thing.
One of the things that we've been looking at to improve on is our engagement with students. That's kind of been our big thing this year.
Yes.
Can you elaborate on some of the things that we've done to help with that?
Our audacious goal this year is to build a relationship with 100% of our students. So it's pretty audacious, and we know that, but we are going for it, and we're at 89% right now. So we're getting there, and what we do is we just every student has one teacher that is their main contact. So that teacher's responsibility is to just get to know their students. So we are trying to build that relationship, get to know what's going on in their lives. We have our success coaches. They are there for the personal aspect. If our students are struggling in any area, they're there as support for that. We have our tutors, and it's just getting to know the students as best we can, and even their family life, because we have students coming from all different walks of life, and they have many different needs. So building that relationship, we know, is key to helping them find success in their education, because if they're struggling with things in their home life, they're not able to necessarily focus on their education. So we're trying to help them in all the social and emotional aspects of their life.
Now, one of the things that you're also responsible for is our professional development. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what we did in November, where we dedicated a full day to professional development?
So we dedicated a day to teaching with poverty in mind, as we do have a lot of our students who are living in poverty. So we wanted to make sure our staff was aware of the different things that they may encounter working with these students. A lot of these students have PTSD, they have some mental illnesses, and it's due to some of their living situations. So we also take that information and we provide professional development for our staff so that they can better meet those needs. Many of our staff members, I would say probably almost half of our staff who work directly with students, have received training on youth mental illness certification. So they are sort of first aid caregivers to mental health. They're able to recognize our students, and they're dealing with anxiety and depression, and they're able to recognize that and sort of learn how to communicate with them in a better way that can help them kind of work through those issues so that they are able to then focus on some of their educational goals.
Right, there's so much baggage so many
much
times
baggage,
that
yes.
is in front of our students that before they can get to the schoolwork part of things. If we only had to deal with the schoolwork part of things with our kids.
Yeah, that would be awesome, but that's not the case.
That's not the case.
So we are very, very aware here at My Virtual Academy that our that social emotional aspect, because so many of our students are dealing with so many different things. We all know that if they're hungry, they're not going to think about their schoolwork. So we have our success coaches who are available now to help them find resources if something. We had unfortunately a couple of families who had their homes burned down recently.
Yes.
So we have our success coaches who are able to find all of that information they need to help them receive resources just to get their basic needs met, so that then hopefully the students can be able to focus back again on their
back
education.
To it. Yeah. So so many of our kids are dealing with so much stuff. So you are quite often, when your name comes up in a conversation, it always is followed by, she has the biggest heart. And you have the biggest heart for our students. Are there any particular student success stories that you would care to share with us that have touched your big heart?
I'm very compassionate towards our students. It's just sort of innately ingrown in me. So yeah, I have a few. One very close to me, my niece actually was a student here, and she struggled with some mental illnesses and some difficulties in life, and she didn't graduate at 18 like she would have liked, but she stuck with it, and with me telling her on a constant basis that I wasn't going to give up, and I wasn't going to stop bugging her about it.
Right.
And with help from our staff here, who were able to help her teachers and her tutors were able to help her get through. I witnessed her have a severe panic attack working on math. So I know many of our students, have that. They're terrified of math. So just, talking her through that and saying, hey, take a step back, take a break, and come back to it. And she graduated, so that was awesome.
Yeah, that was great. That was great.
And then I have another student that I met during testing who had a very traumatic life, a lot of PTSD going on right now for her, depression. And she essentially did not attend school since 5th grade. So,
my goodness.
But very resilient young lady. Very smart young lady who is committed to getting her high school diploma, and me just kind of being there, texting her, calling her on a almost daily basis, letting her know she's on the right track, that when she's feeling down, it's okay. Everybody feels down sometimes. You'll get past it. That's the biggest thing I want our kids to know, is when you're feeling like you can't do it, it's too hard, or life is too hard, or you don't have you cannot figure out how you're possibly going to get out of the situation you're in. Trust me, you will. You will get out of it. The situation you are in right now will pass, and it will get better. Have faith in that. And talk to your teachers, talk to your success coaches, because we are all here to help you, and we will help you find the resources you need to help you get past the situation you're in, so you can have a better life. And that's what it's all about, is remembering that there's a better life out there for you.
And that's what we really try to emphasize with all of our students and all of our programs. And I think you can see why this sign is so appropriate for Dani and so many of the other members on our team, that may you be proud of the work that you do. And boy, Dani just oozes that to me, the person that you are, wonderful person, and the difference that you make. And Dani, you make that difference every day in our students' lives. And
so many of our staff does, though. They just we care about you guys.
That's right. That's right. So thank you so much for joining us for What's Up Wednesdays with Renee Weaver-Wright, and stay warm and safe out there, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Take Take care.